their careers are short. My career is long, and my career wasn't just inside that square circle. My real estate portfolio is unreal. If you see a lot of fighters, they can barely walk, they can barely talk, but still, Floyd Mayweather has made smart moves, surrounded himself with a smart team, and I'm still making hundreds of millions. I wasn't where I wanted to be as far as with my career. I really wanted to be everywhere. I wanted the Mayweather brand to be all around the world, not just in the US or not just in a certain city. I wanted to be worldwide. So to do that, I had to take a hold of my own career and become my own boss. And when I was able to do that, because I talked about this on numerous different platforms, how I bought myself out my contract for $750,000, and then I made $750 million in 3 fights. So I'm a little different from the rest of the fight.
Floyd fired back after the IRS reportedly seized $350 million in assets over massive debt, insisting that he is nowhere near broke. He claimed he still earns enormous amounts of money every day, even boasting that he makes millions of dollars daily, brushing off his critics and maintaining that his financial empire remains powerful despite the controversy.
Investments and just make, like I said, hundreds of thousands and millions on a daily.
Yeah.
Today, of course, yesterday was a good day. I made $1 million yesterday.
You made $1 million yesterday?
Yeah, yes. Just doing a dinner.
Yeah. You say it so nonchalantly too. Yeah, I made $1 million yesterday. It ain't no big deal.
We made $1 million yesterday. We made $1 million today. We set up, another just a small deal.
Yeah.
Nothing major. Just we do dinners worldwide and we make millions just doing dinners.
Yeah. Well, if I ever have you for a dinner, I'm gonna need it to be free, man. I can't pay no $1 million.
We could do 100 dinners.
Yeah.
At $1 million.
Despite Floyd's claims, recent developments suggest that the Internal Revenue Service has filed a tax lien against Mayweather for roughly $7.3 million in unpaid taxes spanning multiple years. Ring magazine posted on its official X account that Floyd Mayweather's planned exhibitions against kickboxer Mike Zambides and Mike Tyson could be in jeopardy after the IRS notified him of its intention to revoke his passport over an unresolved, seriously delinquent tax debt exceeding $7.25 million. According to documents reviewed by the Ring, the situation has raised serious questions about Floyd's financial status.
Mayweather had a tough life.
He's in massive debt. Again, Floyd is going broke. I told you this over multiple videos. I'm following up here to say it again. Floyd is terrible with his money. He owes a lot of people a lot of money, and I'm willing to bet
The highly anticipated exhibition bout between Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather Jr., originally scheduled for April 25th, has already been postponed, with organizers now moving the event to a later date amid continued uncertainty and ongoing scheduling complications.
the supposed Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson fight, well, that's definitely not happening. At least that's what my prediction's going to be for this. It was supposed to happen 2 days ago in the fucking Congo, and we haven't heard a peep in about a month and a half. There's a big reason why, and it's another example of Floyd Mayweather being an absolute dumbass. It continues happening. I don't understand how, but Floyd has woven himself into a contractual boa constrictor and can't get out of it, and likely the only way out is to actually fight Manny Pacquiao. I know all of this sounds crazy, but I'll explain how Floyd Mayweather has absolutely f***ed himself in big.
Mayweather's problems with the IRS have been developing for years. Back in 2017, he made headlines after filing a petition to postpone a tax payment from 2015 until after his fight with McGregor, claiming he lacked sufficient liquidity despite earning hundreds of millions of dollars.
When you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you 2 checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on. I ain't see I, R, or S in that ring taking no blows. And I'm supposed to send them, yep, you're supposed to send them their cut. That's the way it works. And what?
owe them about half of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he's in Nevada, so which is no state tax. So basically, all you have to do is give them that 33%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, and I get the fact like all they're gonna do is waste my money anyway, but that's not the way you do it.
Many boxing legends have been forced out of retirement to deal with massive financial debts. Now Floyd Mayweather Jr. appears to be heading down a similar path, with his planned rematch against Manny Pacquiao being viewed by many as a financially motivated comeback amid ongoing IRS issues and legal pressures.
Great. Joe Louis had this problem.
He did.
Sugar Ray Robinson had to come out of retirement at 55 to settle a debt with the IRS, and even Mike Tyson. But what's so disappointing with me, Skip? Floyd Mayweather has gone through this before. What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your opulence. You got bales and bales of money. You might have 30, 40 racks up in front of you. You got Bugattis and Enzo Ferraris and private jets and yacht, and you big balling. And you won't cut these people their money? Now, Skip, I believe that he would have taken this fight anyway. It's hard to turn down 200, 300 million.
Floyd Mayweather has earned more than $1.1 billion throughout his legendary career, with massive paydays from fights against Conor McGregor and Manny Pacquiao contributing significantly to that total. However, critics argue that his claims of generating hundreds of millions each month are exaggerated, suggesting that much of his reported wealth may be overstated.
I'm working for ESPN. We're broadcasting the Mayweather-McGregor fight live. And to this day, they will tell you that's a record. That's the biggest fight ever. That thing was sold out. That place was, people were dressed up as empty seats. And I mean thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And I go, it's not even close. This isn't like, it's pretty much full. This isn't, there's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather and McGregor, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match. And the guys that wrote the checks.
I mean, it's such two big draws. They promoted it so
It's
well.
all anybody's talking about.
Yeah, there's still a number.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how big a draw is, there's still a number. If this guy got 100 million, this guy got 100 million, then you got to advertise it, promote it. You got to bring.
It's the guarantees that kill everything. If they were just getting percentages, then obviously everybody.
But you're
would
saying
make
the
money.
seats were empty. I can understand it not making the money, but the seats being empty seems seems
peculiar.
crazy.
Yeah, and there's nothing in the world where you have a pay-per-view hit that didn't have a live audience hit. Like if your live audience is your first focus group, isn't sold out, you didn't do pay-per-view numbers.
Sure.
But boxing will still claim that to this day. They still to this day claim that that's number one. And if you want to be the biggest pay-per-view in boxing history, all you
Records indicate that Mayweather had unresolved tax liens from previous years, including a multi-million-dollar debt from 2010. In a petition to the U.S. tax court, Mayweather argued that while he possessed substantial assets, they were primarily illiquid, making it difficult to make the payment immediately.
He apparently had a tough time reading the thing, as they say. Like he didn't know what he couldn't read like
that's BS.
Something.
That is BS.
They said something.
Time
like
out.
that.
He is paying. I'm sure he's got a litany of people in his world.
I happen to agree.
Financial management people.
You think so?
How long before he's suing somebody for mismanagement of funds?
Listen,
you know that's happening.
You'd certainly think so. By the way, they announced. I'll get your calls in a second. They did announce the pricing for Mayweather McGregor. $100 for a high def, $90 for standard def. So there you go. So it's exactly what the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight was.
Roy Jones Jr. has openly suggested that Floyd Mayweather prioritized financial success over building a lasting legacy, even noting that Mayweather himself admitted choosing money over legacy, reinforcing the perception that financial gain often came first in his career decisions.
It wasn't about for him. It ain't about legacy. It's about currency. And he did exactly what he wanted to do. Right. So you can't be mad at him for that, but I'm not gonna tell you that, I'm gonna say, yeah, he the greatest fighter. No.
Roy Jones Jr. has argued that Floyd Mayweather Jr. transformed the mindset of boxing by promoting the idea of maximizing earnings, even if it came at the expense of legacy and long-term value in the sport. According to Jones, Mayweather's approach demonstrated that financial gain could take priority over traditional greatness, championship pursuits, and taking risks in major fights.
Because Mayweather made so much money, staying undefeated, waiting to the right time to fight Pacquiao, fighting the right people to fight at the right time, he monopolized the business. But the problem was, it only made him money and the people he was fighting. It didn't make money for the whole sport. So what he did himself a great job, but it hurt the sport. Because not everybody wants to fight, stay undefeated. You understand me? Me, it's like when two guys get here, they gotta meet. No, wait. They was here 5 years ago. They should have met. You understand me? Because now, we probably
Mayweather's transformation from pretty boy to Money Mayweather was a calculated shift that turned him into boxing's biggest attraction by embracing a flashy villain-like persona, extravagant displays, and sharp trash talk. He became a polarizing figure, attracting both loyal fans and critics willing to pay just to see him lose. His ability to play both hero and antagonist generated massive interest in his fights, turning them into global events. Oscar de la Hoya has recalled that his blockbuster fight with Floyd Mayweather produced record-breaking financial success, with the pay-per-view event alone reportedly generating around $400 million in revenue in a single night. The bout became one of the most commercially successful events in boxing history, attracting enormous global attention and setting new benchmarks for the sport.
Yeah.
Right.
How much money did that generate?
At the time, yeah, it was a record-setting pay-per-view. I think we generated something like close to, all in, like close to 400 million. Yeah, in one night.
If you didn't promote that fight with Mayweather, would you have pulled out?
Probably, yeah, probably, because there was too much. Put the money aside. For me, it's about pride. For me, it was about, man, I want.
50 Cent also aligned himself with Oscar de la Hoya, previously predicting that Floyd Mayweather Jr. would eventually return to the ring even before any official confirmation. He suggested that such a move would be driven less by competitive passion and more by financial necessity, a claim that has gained attention amid ongoing reports of tax debt and legal troubles. According to 50 Cent, Mayweather's pattern of returning for exhibition bouts and high-profile events only strengthens the perception that he continues to capitalize on his global name for major paydays. Critics share this view, arguing that his repeated comebacks are less about legacy and more about maintaining cash flow. With growing financial pressures and uncertainty surrounding upcoming fights, 50 Cent believes money could be the key factor behind any potential return.
Like, we got issues over here. He's still the best out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah, that's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money.
All that money?
And it took been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone, trust me. Now it's like, call him, he'll be at your local host in a nightclub.
Along with a huge IRS debt, Mayweather Jr. has faced growing scrutiny amid reports of a massive $340 million lawsuit he filed against Showtime Networks and several former executives. In the legal complaint, he alleges that substantial portions of his fight earnings were mishandled or improperly diverted through financial structures overseen by his former advisors and associated partners. According to his claims, this alleged mismanagement has left him without hundreds of millions of dollars that he believes were rightfully earned throughout his boxing career. The lawsuit further states that revenues from some of his biggest pay-per-view events, including blockbuster fights against Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, were allegedly routed through intermediary-controlled accounts instead of being fully transferred to him. Mayweather's legal team argues that this constitutes a serious breach of fiduciary duty and possible financial misconduct, intensifying debate around how elite boxing earnings are managed behind the scenes and raising questions about accountability within major promotional networks.
Espinoza, the former head of Showtime Sports, for hundreds of millions of dollars that he claims are unaccounted for. Let's go ahead and break it down and give you all the details about what's going on. What's up, everybody? Marcos Villegas here for Fight Up TV. And you know Floyd Mayweather as probably the richest and one of the most dominant boxers in the history of the sport. But now, Floyd is stepping into the courtroom to fight for money he claims that he was never paid, and he wants justice on his terms. So let's talk details. Let me tell you about the lawsuits. On February 3rd, 2026, Floyd Mayweather filed a lawsuit in California against Showtime Networks and Steven Espinoza, claiming they helped his former advisor, Al Heyman, misappropriate a huge chunk of his fight earnings to the tune of $340 million. Mayweather says the money is still missing and unaccounted for, and he's now suing Showtime and Espinoza for aiding and abetting breach of fiduciary duty, civil conspiracy to commit fraud. Ooh, that's a serious accusation there. Conversion, unjust enrichment, and he's seeking punitive damage on top of the missing 300.
Critics continue to question the timing of his return, especially with a highly anticipated rematch against Manny Pacquiao scheduled for September 2026. Many observers stress that beyond the hype and global attention, both fighters should receive fair and appropriate financial compensation that reflects their legendary status and the scale of the event. The bout is widely viewed as more than just a fight. It represents a major cultural and commercial milestone in boxing history. While fans focus on promotion, rivalry, and spectacle, experts emphasize that financial fairness should remain a priority. Ensuring proper earnings is essential to honoring the legacy and contributions of both icons, reinforcing that respect and equity should remain central to any event involving fighters of such historic magnitude.
Do like 150, 200 million. No, it's not pay-per-view.
Netflix, yeah, would do good.
200 million people, 150.
Sure, you know, good thing Netflix is getting involved, man. You're freeing up a lot of money for the guys.
Yeah.
And Mayweather Pacquiao, they're gonna make a couple $100 million each.
I think so.
Good for them.
As they should.
Good for them.
But you knew, you told me today, even without knowing, you knew it was coming.
Both having an exhibition, you know, yeah. That's the way it looked like. So that was done? September 19th?
September 19th.
September, the Mexican Independence Day weekend?
Yeah, in the Sphere, nonetheless. That's that round thing.
But isn't Canelo fighting on that day?
No, he's fighting in Saudi on the 12th.
Yeah, but Mexico versus, oh, that's right.
So this is a week after.
You mean the Sphere?
Yeah.
That's big time.
Yeah, it's very few seats in there.
Yeah, that's big time.
The gate will break records. I'm sure it's going to be major.
Yeah, because I heard that's just special, like only like special events and special.
What do you think about Floyd Mayweather's financial claims and the ongoing legal controversies?